Black hair great again.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Now, woo.
We're coming. Get our check.
Cheryl Morrow, the one, the only, the hair oracle.
Well, it was Red Dot, and then we also had a cosmetology school instructor in the chat, Miss Denise West, Michelle Allen, Miss Foster. Dang, I missed your name. It's always nice to see Miss Foster in the chat. Michelle Allen, you know how much we love you too.
What? About a whole lot of peace. Cheryl, you order that in a bag of chips. Hey. Ooh, let us do your hair on this 102nd episode of the dumbest ish that people say about black hair. Y'all know who it is, right? It is me, your homegirl Adosha, right? AKA Kilo. That's right, coming to you live and direct from Cleveland, Ohio. And then right over here, y'all know, let me get my little finger just right. It matches my outfit, by the way. There she is, Cheryl Morrow, the one and only hair oracle. And boy, do we have some fun tonight. Now, this is a podcast that has no depth, no meaning. We're just going to be pure and unadulterated corny because today is officially April Fool's Day. And so a lot of people had, when I was a kid, man, let me tell you, we were full of April Fool's pranks and jokes and, you know, all this other crazy stuff. But it was part, I mean, playing
it's just part of being a kid.
Hey, but our whole family, we are, nothing is ever serious. It's just our family, we try to be serious. I'm talking about in death and birth, when you broke, on your way to jail. Every single thing is a joke in our family. We never take anything too serious. I'm really not quite understanding that about our family, but nonetheless, that is what we do. We are a family of practical jokesters. As a matter of fact, let me just tell you guys how much of a practical joke or jokesters that our family is. What's up, Luana? I hope you're feeling better. She's in the hospital. All right, get well soon, home girl. Live, work, clean. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hey guys, hit that thumbs up button because this is going to be funny. So you're talking about the birth of an April Fool's joke. You ready for this one, Cheryl?
Mm-hmm.
So about, well, maybe like 58, 59 years ago, my mom, she decides she's going to fake labor on April Fool's Day. So this is, I'm telling you, this is, and this is a true story. When I tell you my family, we are just people like LaDosha. You are always so happy. Cheryl, we've been friends for going on like 2 years. Have you ever seen me like in a funk or out of my element?
No, but not without curse words.
I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you know
but basically happy.
I'm just on the even, like you ain't never called me like, "What's up, Kilo?" And I'm like, "Hey, Cheryl."
Yeah,
I lost my dog. Yeah, I lost my dog. Now I'm pretty much an even kill. So here's a funny joke. So about 58, 59 years ago, my mom decides I'm going to fake labor. And what do you think happens as her April Fool's joke? What happens?
She went into labor.
She actually goes into labor, okay? And then she ends up giving birth to my big bro Mo. True story. So this is how much of a practical joke our family is, all right? But you know what, Cheryl? That wasn't enough. You already know that, right? So you would think, yeah, you know what I'm getting ready to say. Did she do it next year? Did she do it the following year? This is our 102nd episode about practical jokes. It's April Fool's Day. We're full of jokes today. So I asked Cheryl, do you think my mama said, I'm going to play this prank one more again on April Fool's Day, and I'm going to pretend like I'm going into labor again. Did she do it again, Cheryl?
Tell me she didn't do it again.
Of course she did it again. She's my mama, and our family is full of practical jokes. So she did it again the second year. And did she have another baby? Sure, like, oh, Key Lolo, this joke is
Killing me. Yeah.
you're killing me, Smalls.
And there we go again.
And there we go again. We had a second brother, and that is the birth of my second brother. And his name is Shan, the man. He's usually in the chat, but he's at work today. So his birthday is tomorrow. So that is, yeah. So these are true stories. So April Fools in our home, that has a whole different meaning. But this is what we do. We play lots and lots of jokes. And so for 2 years, my mom said, I'm going to pretend like I'm going into labor. And she actually went into labor and gave birth to my brother, my oldest brother, on April Fool's Day. Then the second year, she said, I'm going to do it again. And then my mom said, actually, the second time, nobody believed her. And so she was in, like, no, I'm in labor. And they were like, nah, we ain't following. Can you imagine that, Cheryl? You play an April Fool's joke that you're in labor. The next year you do it again, and then you go into labor for real. And they're like, "No, we want to see the baby come out."
So she got an April Fool's baby and an April 2nd Fool's baby.
Right, and so they call them Irish twins. But come to my brother said that's a true story. So come to find out, I did not know this. But I heard that Irish twins is actually an insult. Did you know that?
I don't care about anything Irish.
You know what? Come on now, dog. Come on.
I do.
So the insult on Irish jokes is that I guess this was a time when, they were just having a lot of babies. And so if they had the baby like 9 months later, that was the joke. Oh, you're Irish twins. So that was kind of like insulting to the women who were just, because there was no birth control, anyway. So women were having kids back to back in that culture. And so that was the way to shame the women, was to say, the Irish twins. So so that's what I was told by Irish, who told me to not use that word. But in the hood, sorry, Irish people, we will jack some shit. You know what I'm saying? So in the hood, we still say if you have a baby 9 months later, they're Irish twins. So no disrespect against the Irish, but I guess, anyhow, in the cancel culture, we better be careful over here, Cheryl. But we do have some current events. And before we get into the current events and get into the topic, we're going to, let some more people, let the chat build and play our theme song. We do have a theme song. No, it is not Shaft. It is Sister, Let Me Do Your Hair, and it is by the one and only Sister Rachel Evans. Here we go. It's coming. Hey, come on in, y'all. Today it is April Fool's Day, and this 102nd episode is all about jokes. So loosen up your collar, stop being a tightwad, and laugh with Cheryl and I. We have some of the top 5 videos of jokes in the hair game. Hey, you are beautiful. I would sing, but I want to. It's April Fool's Day, so I want to show my skills. You know what I'm saying, Cheryl? Hey, and share some of your April Fool's jokes. Drop some jokes in the chat. If you got some riddles, come on. If you would let me do your hair. Ooh, and let us do your hair. Come on, get your combs out. Come on. Get y'all combs out and let us do your hair. I just washed my hair, so it smells fresh and so clean. Hey, and let me do your hair. Hey, oh, hey. We're going to have a fun time tonight. So if you are in a silly mood, then you are on the right platform, because it's all about the what? Not the dumbest, but the funniest. That's right. The funniest that people have recorded about hair. We're going to take out the black this time, Cheryl.
We're going to do it.
Hey, we're going to remove the black. It's all about funny hair videos. Hey. Woo. And let's all right, let's put some lip gloss on. My lip gloss is Hey. Woo. Cheryl got her lips popping. That's why I had to put mine on. Y'all get y'all lip gloss popping. Or y'all chapstick.
That's right.
You can get your lips popping with some chapstick. Come on, y'all. Hey. Hey, sure, when we get a real live TV show, we're going to get up. We're going to be dancing, you know. We're going to be like, y'all sit down. Hey, come on in. That's right. I see the chat is building. Come on. Hey. We have church today, so. And if you're scared to get your hair combed today, it don't matter. Why? Because we want to do what? Hey, come on in. Got your saxophone playing. And let me do your hair. Come on in, y'all. Yes, that is Sister Rachel Evans. It's called Sister, Let Me Do Your Hair. That is the official song of the dumbest hoo-hoo that people say about black hair. And of course, you can download that joint if you have Amazon Prime. Then you can go ahead on and download it. It's really important that we support the indie artists. I know a lot about being indie, so that's really, really cool. So make sure you get your download today. So today, it's going to be about some jokes. So with that being said, I'm gonna get us started with our first riddle. All right. So and we got two current events. We got to always talk about some hair crap. All right. So here's the first one. All right. So let me just show it to you. Now we're gonna say that one for last. Let's go. This is a good one right here. Y'all might like this one. Cheryl, why do bees have sticky hair? All right, come on, chat. Y'all wake up. Come on now, don't be shy. This is gonna be fun. I got the answers in my phone, so I get to cheat. But we're gonna have now. Remember, it's all about hair. So these should all be these should be pretty easy to answer. So if you get close to the hair, then you're gonna be somewhere in the realm of getting the right answer. So sure, why do bees have sticky hairs? Because I was thinking about coloring my hair like a bee.
They don't.
Bees don't have sticky hairs. What is that? What is that they have? That little fur stuff. What is that? Sure, like bees ain't got no hair. Yes, they do. You want to know why bees have sticky hair? So that they can use their honeycombs. Woo! Come on now, that was a good one. Come on now, y'all. Y'all know y'all like that. Let me just get a good old-fashioned thumbs. A big old hand clap. So why do bees have sticky hair? That's right, because they want to be able to use that honeycomb. So that's a nice cornball joke today. All right, so today it's March Madness. And so the women
March Madness, it's April.
It's April, but it's still March Madness. And in the championship, it's going down with the women. And so I think tonight is the one of all ones. And that is where's my picture at? Hold on. Here it is right here. It's right here. It's the LSU versus Iowa, the rematch. Now I don't know if y'all been watching this, but this little young lady right here, all she doing is like this, Cheryl. She like, we about to get the ring. We getting the ring. So every time she slams dunks the ball, makes a shot, she's always pointing her finger to the ring.
But it's
So
two ladies in the picture. Which one?
oh yeah, so this one right here with the well, they both have purple, but this one with the little purple one, hugging the lady. So
Okay.
she's the one. Yeah. So this is the rematch of all rematches, and I think it's going to be pretty good if you are into March Madness. So tonight it's going to be about. Hey,
Well, I'm there.
I watched a little bit of women's basketball. Hey,
Yeah.
them ladies, they don't play with that b-ball. Personally, I think the women's basketball is more entertaining and way more competitive than men's basketball. But
That's what they're starting to say. Yeah, it's starting to be some serious business.
yeah, I mean, them girls, they got, man, they like Shaquille O'Neal. They got skills. All right. So next up on our current event, all right, is this little thing right here about Doja Cat. So Doja Cat is known for her very unique and interesting look.
Yes.
And so while
Yes,
she was on the red carpet, people made comments, some very negative and derogatory comments about Doja Cat's hair, and called her 4C hair sheep's wool. What do you think about this whole?
I haven't seen it.
What do you think about those types of comments?
They are historic as American Pie.
What they do in America, they will shame you.
Hey, I don't know if that's. I mean, all white folks, because black people are quite.
I highly doubt a white person said it's sheep's wool, but it could happen. It's America.
It can.
Right. So what she did in response to that, she cut it off. She said, "I'm just sick of people teasing me." So she went on ahead, and you can watch the video, and she just shaved it all off. Now I don't care what y'all say about me. Period. I've been talked about my teeth, my booty. You know, when you got a big butt, let me tell you something. Nothing. You have to survive the big butt jokes, do fries, go with that shake, you know what I'm saying? Or you're walking and then people go beep, beep, beep. So I don't care. You talk about my big old butt. I don't talk about my hair. I'm not cutting my hair off, and leave my booty alone. If you don't like it, turn your head the other way, because we kind of grew up in the era where sticks and stones may break my bones, but words would never hurt. And today, people say that it's not a good position to take when you are being teased. And so even though this is April Fool's Day, so any comments about how to deal with people where you're the center of all the jokes?
Wow.
Any suggestions about that?
Stop reading social media. Then you wouldn't see them.
Or what about people that's just being teased like at work,
Being teased at work.
Like, look at her hair. She needs to comb her. Look at LaJoe. She needs to comb that hair. And Cheryl with that ponytail, that hat on. Take that hat off your head. You're supposed to be a hair commentator. LaDosha hair all orange. And, I remember a kid said to me one day, why does your hair look like ketchup and mustard? I wanted to beat that. So how do people survive being the butt of jokes when it comes to their hair? I was just joking, LaDosha. You're so soft.
Oh, what did their hair look like? I'm just curious. Not the person criticizing you. What did their hair look like?
I thought their hair looked nice, but that's how I ended up writing my book. By the way, a shameless plug, but they don't tell you at the hair salon. That starts off the book, is my story of being taunted and teased about my hair. So that's a very lived experience. It doesn't seem to go away, but there's a lot of ways to handle it. So I just wanted your take on what can people do about being taunted and teased about their hair beyond April Fool's Day?
Yeah. I don't think you can do anything with other people's behavior because you can't control their behavior. And one of the things as cosmetologists, hopefully we do expand our businesses into some workshops and courses and things that we can do to improve self-esteem, know why people bully, know why people tease, because they actually, it's a personal problem. And so you're just going to have to be able to include that into your repertoire, because the best teachers is people who are usually teased and things of that nature. So can't prevent it because you can't control other people's behavior.
Nah, I mean, I think people are entitled to their opinions, and there is a book. It is called "What You Think of Me Is None of My Business," which is a very good book. And so reading books like that to help you navigate, but people are entitled to not like your hair. And I think it's okay. Doja Cat, stop cutting your hair off because folks have said things about it. Just go on and wear your sheep's wool or whatever you want to call it. Because tonight, this is our 100th episode, 102nd, episode. And it's all about jokes on hair. So we've got some cool videos. I don't have a lot, but we got about 5. We're not going to keep you guys here all night long to highlight some of the funniest videos in the name of hair. And so we want you guys to just kind of loosen up your buttons, baby, because it's just hair. It's just hair. So here we got another riddle here. So what happened when the glue bottle tried to solve the riddle? That's what we want to know. What happened to the glue bottle when it tried to solve the riddle? Okay, 5 seconds, and I'm just gonna move these jokes right along.
They couldn't solve it because it was a sticky situation.
Oh, she was close. God dang, that dang old Cheryl. You know what? It's something about, remember she said those smart people. I just can't stand those smart people. So here we go. Cheryl actually, she hit the nail right on the head. So the reason why, what happened to the glue bottle when it tried to solve a problem is exactly what Cheryl said. It got stuck. So we're going to give it up to Cheryl on that one because that is exactly what happened there. All right. Okay, you're good. That was a good one. That was a good one. All right. Maurice, like he got stuck. Okay, Mo, we're gonna give it to you. We're gonna give it to you. You're right. It got stuck. He got stuck. All right. So let's hop into this first video, which I think you guys are just gonna. Now I have them in a very interesting order. So it's all in the name. So I thought, what better way to talk about, hair and being funny and all this good stuff than we talk about some of the names that people have as their handles on social media. And so I don't have a cool name. Like our handle is Afro Hair Science. We're not pretty cool. You're the hair oracle. I'm just Key Lolo. So this video, we're going to highlight just about 3 names that I thought was very funny and very interesting, all in the name of hair. So Cheryl, I think you're going to like these. So it's all in the name. And remember, we're not teasing or taunting, but it is April Fool's Day. And you just got to do what we say. Suck it up, Susan, because it's all in the name, right? Here we go.
What I'm saying. Hey y'all, my name is Dasha. I'm also known as the hair doula.
Hello, my Happy Nappy crew. It's Naya Nappy here. It's your girl T, aka the Nappy Headed Jojoba. In my video where I discuss my ride or die hair products, I refer to my daily spray leave-in that I mix up myself and also explain that I never measure anything. Nonetheless, people still wanted me to give them the recipe in the comments.
Now, one thing about having them dope names like Dasha, I was like, hey, that sounds a lot like Dosha. So you got the hair doula, and then you have the
Oh God!
Come on,
the
hair doula. So doulas are very special people, and delivering babies all natural and everything. I'm not quite sure about that. Maybe you guys can.
Hair. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you guys know something about doula and hair that we're missing, but by all means, let us know. And then, of course, you have the nappy-headed, not hoe, but jojoba.
Nappy-headed jojoba.
Nappy headed. Now, jojoba is one of those tricky words because people will say jojoba or they will say Jehovah. But nappy, I'm feeling nappy headed jojoba because it's like, the nappy. She took the nappy headed hoes and then she just kind of.
There's a
So,
lot of people that don't remember that.
well, you got to. So, because if you don't remember, it would make people ask, like, well, why did you name yourself Nappy Headed Jojoba? And she has that at the end of her videos, and you can check her out. You can check all of them out right here on YouTube, of course. They have some pretty dope content, but I like the way she had like that arrogance, like, I don't know why they want to know what I'm using in these hair care products. So if you could have
me to give them the recipe.
So your dad named his product the California Curl. So was there another name that he had in mind
Yes.
before he? Oh, okay. Come on, let's get juicy now, y'all. Come on now. Oh, drop your jokes in the chat if you have a riddle. By all means, drop your riddle in the chat. It's just we're making light today. We're not going to keep you guys here all day. It is April Fool's Day. We're on our 102nd episode. And so it's me, your homegirl, Adosha Wright, aka Key Lolo. And then we have Cheryl Morrow, the hair oracle. So Cheryl, what other names or name did your father have in mind before he concluded, like, you know what? The California Curl.
Oh, before it was the California Curl, it was called the Tomorrow Curl.
The Tomorrow, like a play on his name, Tomorrow. You know what? I like that one. That was pretty good. Good answer. Okay, all right. Did you have any names that you would have wanted the product to be called?
I was too young.
You was too young?
My ass was. See, Mr. Morrow was funny because he would have this whole big meeting and he would join everybody together and then ask them what their opinion, and you have something to say and the other person has something to say and everybody join in. And I used to always tease people. Mr. Morrow don't care about nothing y'all talking about. He has already made up his mind what he is going to do. He was just listening to y'all. And, because,
so your dad, he was just going through the motions, huh? Like
he was seriously going through the motions because he already knew what he was going to do. He already had names already. And then he would butt in, boom, 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 be about 8, 9, 10, 11, everybody shooting them out, boom, boom, boom. And he would have his secretary, Janice Belton or Allison, they write it down, right? And so they write it down. And so he would do his famous segue into getting everybody on the same page. You know what I would do if I was y'all? What would you do, Mr. Morrow, if you were us?
And he
have
said,
us listen to you? Yeah.
You talk about your daddy like that?
I'm telling you that.
Talk about her daddy, y'all.
I used to be in the back of the meeting like,
y'all falling for a hook, line,
he really don't care about what
he was the boss. He was the
absolutely
boss. So how do you what made him why California Curl? Why not just the curl?
Because he wanted to put California on the map. And
how noble of he's like a hip hopper. That's why rappers, they have the territorial thing. So he wanted to put California's already on the map. It's the home of
and then too, because he knew he was gonna go to the next thing, which was the ocean wave, by California. See, it was all this ocean in California, this is the place to be, and this is where the home of the, Afro technology of the head. He was on that thing.
He was on it. Well, I tell you what, clearly, he definitely was on to something because you know what? It worked, and so he got his hair care products out there. There it is. So there is the California, the cream coat wave. So he knew
for professional use only.
For professional use
hairstylist, right there on the front.
And so he was never tempted to take it to the public.
Never.
You sure? Because now everybody's going to the public.
No. Mr. Morrow would say right now, all the hairstylists, let's join as an industry and let's go and take all the best technology. Let's get it and take it back to professional use only. So let them have the junk and we have all the good shit.
Your father say let them have the junk. All right, so there you have it.
Salad dressing, milkshakes, and all that, cocktails, and all that recipe.
And that's no
formulas
joke
over here.
All right, that's no joke, guys. He says, let's take it on back and bring it back to the professional world. But so here's the thing, because now a man made the California curl, so men have something to say about doing hair and everything like that. So again, it's April Fool's Day. We've got riddles, we've got jokes. So let's do another riddle before we get to the next one. So here, now this one, guys, put your thinking caps on. All right, here we go. You ready, Cheryl? A brother from another mother, has a barrel filled with oil that weighs about 100 pounds. And then he put something into it. The barrel now weighs less than 100 pounds. What did he put in that barrel? Because now it doesn't weigh 100 pounds anymore. All right. So I'll repeat it again. Okay. Here we go. One more again. A man, now don't y'all be cheating and looking on Google now. Y'all stop that. I see you, Maurice. I see you, Live Hair. I see y'all. Lawana, get off the internet. Let's try it again. A man has a barrel filled with oil.
Okay.
Coconut oil. It's just filled with all that coconut oil. And it weighs about 100 pounds. And then he put something into it. The barrel now weighs less than 100 pounds. What did he put in the barrel? All right. Survey says, anybody in the chat who's bold? Who wants to say, what did he put in that barrel? Okay, here we go. Cheryl's going after it. Because it weighs less than 100 pounds now.
A cup.
A cup. Okay, here we go. Miss Foster, how you just gonna jump in the chat with the damn right answer? Here it is. All right. Come on, we're gonna give it up for Miss Foster. That's why we have you, Miss Foster. You're in our commercial.
Hole in it.
That's right. He put a hole in it. All right. It's April Fool's Day. We're full of jokes. I know you got out on us. She probably looked online. She said she knew I had to look online. I was looking for the answer. Okay. All right. So let's hear what this brother. Here's just, to me, I thought this was really funny video. Speaking about men on hair. Here we go.
I've seen other hair channels do videos about mixing different oils and finding the right combination for them. So what I did was, my last video I talked about this tea tree oil that's I started using. If it'll focus, that's in my Amazon favorites in the description down below. So I went on Amazon and I copped 3 more oils that I plan on mixing with the tea tree oil to give my hair hopefully the best chance at being healthy, taking care of dry scalp, helping my hair grow, making my hair soft.
Now you know it's hard. What is with the fascination? There's no videos to me that are funnier on all the social media platforms than the videos about oils that makes hair grow. Now, folks, they're dead serious about this, guys. Dead serious. So, and I know it's funny, it's April Fool's Day, but what is it? What is it about hair oils that people swear it's going to make the hair grow? I don't want to take the joke. I don't want to take the fun out of the joke. But it's funny because now men are on the bandwagon.
Stay on the bandwagon.
All right, let me know if y'all boo want some hair oil. Come on, drop it in the chat. Do y'all boo want some hair oil to make his, his hair grow? Go ahead, tell the truth, y'all. Don't put his name in the chat. Don't tell on him. So sure, what is with the fascination with the hair oil, making the hair grow?
I think it's urban legend.
Meaning?
I just think that it has always existed. And oil is a cure-all from a headache, a bad job, addiction.
How many people in the chat truly believes that oil makes your hair grow? Because you got the hemp oil, you got all these oils. We had a customer that was in the salon last week, and Spritz was working with her on her hair. And she says, "Oh, my hair is dry, it's this and that." And so he told her, when your hair feels a little, bro, you can just add a little pomade, just to kind of soften it or whatever. So she was like being a little, customery. Okay. And so Spritz like, la Dausha. You come over here. Yeah. And so I came over and I looked at her hair, and immediately I could see all this like little grit and stuff in her hair. And so we're like, well, what are you using, in your hair? And so it went on for a little while. So we knew she was not just using the pomade. So we were trying to get her to like just fess up. Like, what are you putting in your hair?
Come on out.
So finally she said, well, it's oil. I mean, I use oil. I mean, it's like a hair grease. It's like an oil, a grease. It's a hair oil. Like, we're like, is it a grease or is it an oil? It's a hair oil. And we're like, okay. And then I put it in my hair. I used the hair grease, and then I come back through with the hair oil, and it's got some food in it. So we're like, okay. And so now this is explaining all of this, these little flecks of what I don't know what that stuff is, like granules or whatever. And so I'm like, wow, I find that interesting that how did they get the granules, in the oil? Like, what is that? She says, well, actually it's a hair grease. It's a hair food. So the hair can hair grease, is that better than hair oil as far as with these little
do you guys
like
know the
herbs? It was herbs. That's what it was.
Chat,
It was
in the chat. What's the difference between hair oils and hair grease?
What is the difference? All right, between a hair oil and a hair grease. Okay. What's up, Lena? How you doing? You on time? When you show up, you on time. All right. So here we go. Live, work, clean. What is the difference between a hair oil and a hair grease? I'm gonna say consistency. Okay. Consistence, if I can spell. All right. So my answer is consistency. So one is like like a grease. It's thick, like a salve, and then when it's oil, live, work, clean says molecule. That y'all so smart, So I love this platform. Y'all like, oh, a molecule. Miss Foster says a petrolatum. I said consistency. You guys are great. Live, work, clean says molecules. It's all about molecules. And then my brother says avocado oil is good for hair growth, but it depends on hair type, but it might not work for all. There go to brothers. Let me give it up. It was a rap group in Cleveland. It was called Brothers for the Struggle. So here you go. The brothers is not giving up. So Maurice is along the line of the gentleman that we did the video on. And Cheryl, survey says the difference is, and then you could answer Maurice's question.
Yeah. And Miss Foster was the closest.
All right, Miss Foster, she's so dang on smart.
She was the closest.
All right, here you go, Miss Foster.
But grease comes from a rock, and oil usually is plant-based.
Huh.
And I'm sorry, oil has no oil in it.
God. Hold on. Wait a minute. You said oil has no oil in it?
I said avocado.
Avocado oil has no oil in it.
What you talking about, Willis?
Now, that's supposed to be a joke.
No, it's not a joke.
Well, it's called avocado oil. And
I know,
avocado,
but you know, here's the thing. For you guys to want to get the nutrients of an avocado in your hair, that's not going to work. It doesn't make a difference. Anywho, but where would you get the oil from? The peel?
maybe
Something has to be dried, which means dehydrated, meaning getting all the water out. Then you cook it, and then you make the oil. My point is that
I'm with you.
you know, mango oil, mango butter. I mean, like, how do you guys get? I mean, you guys are destroying the freaking. Why don't you just
wait a minute, back it up.
Why don't y'all just eat it? Why don't y'all just eat it? And then you get some properties, and you know what I mean? But
how could they call it avocado oil then if it's not? Because avocado
okay, so let me
is
ask
kind
you a
of
question.
greasy.
How many times have you guys so what y'all doing? So when y'all eat guacamole, is it greasy?
Okay, hey, before I answer this, wait a minute. Okay, Miss Foster, you bet not tease me. But I would say, yeah, the avocado is kind of greasy, you know. It's kind of I thought it was kind of waxy, a little hey, I'm an honest jojoba. Remember Della Reese in Harlem Nights? I'm an honest jojoba.
By the time you guys get any oil from an avocado or a mango or any plant for that matter, coconut, yeah. You
Coconut
guys
ain't oil?
It's water.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. Coconut ain't oil.
What you talking about, Willis?
You are killing the orgasm, Cheryl.
Well,
coconut oil, avocado oil. You're saying there's no oil in coconut oil or what's that sweet smell? That's like coconut.
It's water. Coconut water. Now you guys have to throw the whole thing in and fillet it, dry it out. Then you guys, you know, they cut it up and they cut it, and then they boil it. It's a process. You really kill that plant. You really do. You know, y'all can go to Google right now.
Right now.
And see how they make coconut oil.
All right. Okay, we go. You know what? We got a little bit of time before we wrap this up. Hold on. I'm gonna go on to Google. Wait a minute, y'all. We gonna be some Google. We gonna be some Google scholars. How is coconut oil made? All right. So here we go. I can't stand this smart little. All right. Okay. All right. Here she goes. What's up, Miss Jameson from the Nasty Natty? We got our virtual co-hostess in the chat. All right. She said, educate us, my sister love. All right. So everybody wants to know how is coconut oil made? All right. Okay. Here we go. Coconut oil is made. Producing it from coconut milk involves grating the coconut and mixing it with water. The oil is removed. The cream is heated to remove any remaining oil. And a third option involves using centrifuge to separate the oil from the other liquids. So, wow. Well, wow.
Y'all can learn better on y'all can learn better on YouTube because it ain't about no squeezing out no oil.
All right, so now you are all right. Okay. All right, so we ain't scared. We're gonna hold on. Let's go to YouTube University. Hold on. YouTube University. It's okay, it's coming on up. So we're trying to figure out here. We're going to show you guys how is what's the space is coconut. Oh, there it is. How is coconut oil made? So let's search. Oh my goodness. What is this right here, Gina? Well, that's
Yeah, you have to. It's a process.
wow.
And believe me, I don't know how much nutrients is hanging on for y'all to grow your hair.
Well, guys,
I don't know how much nutrients is going to pass through that cooking it, because you have to be able to get the temperature so high that you separate the oil, because of course oil is lighter than water.
all right.
Water is extremely heavy.
Wow. Okay, guys. So we got to be careful out here with what we think we're paying for. So avocado oil, coconut oil, once they go through this process of making it, they probably cooked out any benefits that it has. So it most certainly it's just gonna sit on top of the skin. So, bros, all my nappy headed jojobas, y'all leave that coconut oil alone out here, because we just falling for the okie doke. You know what Ice Cube said about falling for the okie doke? Before I fall for the okie doke, I gotta let that pistol smoke. All right. I'm unfadable. All right. So, that coconut oil is avocado oil. So, okay. So here's another concoction, because maybe you got the wrong oils when you use the coconut and the avocado. So here's another YouTuber we're talking about. It's all about jokes today. It's April Fool's Day. So how much oil is too much oil? So check this video out and write this recipe down, Cheryl, and stop hating for a change, because now she's got the facts. All right, here we go.
So I have quite a few things here, as you can see, and I'm going to show you guys a few ways that you can make your oils to help your hair grow very thick and very healthy. Okay, so the first thing on the list here is fresh aloe vera. So the next thing on the list here is castor oil. The second thing here is a whipped African shea butter. So next on the list is this hair grease by Softy. This thing here is another castor oil. It's 100% olive oil. Okay, so
I've seen other
so I have quite a few things here, as you can see, and I'm going to show you guys a few ways that you can make your oils to help your hair grow very thick and very healthy. Okay, so the first thing on the list here is fresh aloe vera. So the next thing on the list here is castor oil. The second thing here is a whipped African shea butter. So next on the list is this hair grease by Softy. This thing here is another castor oil. It's 100% olive oil. Okay, so up next is this guy right here. This is 100% pure castor oil, and it also has hemp oil in. And then next up is my favorite of them all, castor oil, 100% Jamaican black castor oil. Next is my coconut oil. Next up is my avocado oils.
Good Lord, at 8 nickels. Now, we got to throw back. Here we go. Hey, this one is popular. Everybody is in the, like, I remember that one. Sandra E. Live Work Clean says she has seen that one. I believe our Nasty Natty is saying, what in the world? And
let me just say this. You notice that the ones in the jar could only be 2 to 3%, and the rest is wax.
What?
because
Huh.
one is
Wait,
liquid.
no. You ain't gonna slap that by me again. You say, notice the 2%. Say that again.
Notice the ones in the jar versus the ones in the bottle.
Okay.
The ones in the jars have solidified. Oil does not solidify like that. It has to.
What you talking about, Willis?
I had to cut you off because what? Not Willis. What is you talking about?
So the ones with the wax, the ones in the jar, maybe have maybe about 2 or 3%, and the rest of it's wax or grease, petrolatum, just like Miss Foster said. So my whole point is that none. Come on, people. Oils are not good nutrients. Topical. They're not a good topical, especially if they're fatty.
You're killing us. You're killing the beauty industry. This is natural hair. So how
Yes.
you gonna tell me
Yes.
that something that grows from the earth, that if I go to the grocery store and I buy me some avocado oil and I buy me some, it's called EVO. Make it make sense. Hair or co. You ain't even the clo. You're co.
So something unnaturally made it either slow down in growth, stop growing, fall out. So why would something natural make it reoccur?
What you talking about, Willis?
Because natural heals everything. If you just go and you turn to Mother Nature, Cheryl, it is going to help undo what we as humans, we are always messing things up. So if we turn to Mother Nature, she heals everything. And y'all know, on that note, I'm going to give myself an own clap. I ain't going to let you steal my joy about Mother Nature. I know Mother Nature heals everything, Cheryl. So isn't that true? Isn't it true?
Of course it's true. The problem is that oils have to be metabolized, right? So you got to eat them in order to get the nutrition. Oils are not tinctures.
Oils are not tincture.
No. So they're not conducive for topical use.
This is just okay. I'm with you. We just gonna go ahead on. What's up, BFF? She done. Now, so you basically said all we could do with oil is fry that chicken.
No, what you can do with oils is for what they can do on a topical. Don't expect them to be absorbed or they don't go anywhere.
But they make your hair grow. Did you listen to what the woman said?
It
makes your hair thicker and it makes your hair grow.
It makes your hair shine, smell. It makes it easier to apply heat because y'all don't want to burn shit, right? Oils are barriers. If you're going to be in a surface or some kind of climate that you want to protect it good enough, that's why citronella is an oil base. If it was penetrating, why would you put on citronella? It would just be gone. It would be all for naught. But because it's a barrier between the mosquito and the insect, your ancestors told you to oil your skin to go to bed because it served as a barrier between air and water, perspiration from the bottom and water from the top, because water, as you know, white folks in Europe didn't like water because water makes bacteria grow. It's the start of life. So you don't want those pathogens and things and bacteria and all those things grow, mold, anything that grows in water. So oil kills. That's why it's in the middle of the earth. It's not on top. Oil doesn't interact with nature. If oil gets into natural habitats, it's a dangerous thing. It's called oil spill.
I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna say the N word.
Let me ask you a question. It also, no barrier, no water, no oxygen. If you want to get pathogens out of your skin, or you guys have seen those, sometimes people who are in the jungle for long periods of time, they'll get some kind of parasite in their skin. What do they do to make the parasite come out? They'll put a glob of petrolatum over it and starve it of oxygen, and it'll start coming out, and then that's when they pull it out. Oils are not nutritional for us. They're nutritional as, and all doctors will tell you how do you eat oils? Cold, because the moment you heat them, as in fried food, you turn the oil into a carcinogen. So it's not that the fact that you can't eat fried food, it's the oil you cook it in that makes fried food bad. So you guys get it?
Man, you know what, Cheryl? Oh man, you just dropped the bomb on me. So now she's saying that, anywho, I don't even know what to say. But
one last thing for cosmetic use: shine, smell, and lubrication. So if you put an oil on, if you have the stiff, dry, you don't want to move your skin because you don't want to stretch it or anything. You just put oil on it, and it lubricates. It lubricates. Lubricate. It doesn't moisturize. It lubricates, which means that it just settles in that epidermis crust, and it allows you to move the skin around, massage it.
Well, there's your answer, Live Work Clean. It's all about lubrication, so we can stop with this nonsense about oil making your hair grow. Oh my Lord, I'm thinking about all this company that has this oil that makes the hair grow. My customer's gonna be like, I ain't buying that shit no more. So it's going down. Here's another joke. Get ready, all you fancy pants. I can be hot, I can be cold. I can run and I can be still. I can be hard and I could be soft. What am I? I will say it again. Here's the riddle. It's all about April Fools. Welcome to our 102nd episode. I see you, BFF. Come on, Monica, answer this riddle. I can be hot and I could be cold. I can run and I could be still. I could be hard or I could be soft. What am I? What am I? We jamming on this 102nd episode.
Water.
Right. I can't stand this. Right. That's right. I think Cheryl looking up the answers. I ain't gonna try to be funny. Okay, Miss Foster, I'm sick of you. Go home. Miss Foster, you's not all that. Okay.
What Miss Foster say?
What did Miss Foster say? Here we go.
Water.
Miss Sandra, I see you too. Y'all just think y'all is just I met a young lady. I went out over the weekend, right? And so I met this young lady, and she is from Norfolk by way of California. And her name is Miss Felicia, and her AKA is Miss Bougie. So Miss Foster and Miss Sandra and Cheryl, y'all are like Miss Felicia. Y'all are like Miss Bougie.
I was getting ready to say ice, but I thought
Okay, so it's water. It's water. But sure, you said something very interesting in the chat about this whole oil thing, and it was all about something that stinks. All right, so of course we had to find another funny video about hair that stinks. So here we go, guys. Stinky hair. Let's laugh about this one.
No, really, not like I don't wash my hair stink, but my hair smells like a wet dog on fire. That is the only way I know how to describe it. Have you had that problem?
I'm sorry, y'all. I thought that was so funny. She said,
not on fire.
She said my hair stink.
Not like
It
like
smell like a wet dog
on
on
fire.
fire. Now, this is a bad thing. Please, white people, don't be mad at me. White people, I love y'all. I love white people. But it's a joke. This thing. White the white people stink like I'm sorry, white people. I'm Kilolo. LaDosha would never say that. It's my alter ego. If you have heard that white people stink like dogs. So what she said in y'all, I said, well, I don't get mad at me.
I think like B.O., but like a wet dog on fire.
She said like a wet dog on fire. Now, wow. I'm not like I said. If you have heard that, please just say me too. When I was growing up, there was this thing that they would say. They would say, well, white people stick like dogs. I can't even get it. I don't know. I thought it was a hood thing. I thought it was something that we said, but the woman said it herself. She is considered Caucasian. I'm waiting for some people to come through in the chat. So let me play it one more time. This is what she said. Was what she said.
No, really. Not like I don't wash my hair stink, but my hair smells like a wet dog on fire. That is the only way I know how to describe it. Have you had that problem?
Okay. All right. Okay. I know.
LaDosha.
I'm sorry. This is so funny, guys. April Fool's Day. Come on now, dog. So what's up with stinky hair? Can we make it serious? How do we solve? Because she says she washes her hair.
Now, there is. Come on now, y'all. Come on, cosmetologists.
So
all around the world.
Do humans have certain like odors where, you know, some people smell?
Well, let me just. Come on now, y'all. Hold on to your hats.
Okay.
Pin down your wigs. There's a reason for that.
A reason for what?
It's a reason for why straight hair smells like that.
What you talking about, Will?
Ain't no way. Ain't no way you ain't gonna have me believing that you can explain why straight hair smells like that. Now, sure, you smart, but now come on now. Now don't you?
Well, I don't. Well, one of the things that I do not do, and when I say something to you, you know what I mean? I want you guys to understand it, and I want it to make sense. Okay. First of all, once curly hair, Afro curly hair, hair of a black person, usually what you guys want to call, you know, a very average black person's hair, okay, in a really tight, real motherland, African, Central Africa, okay. All of the surrounding ones could be north, they could be very straight. However, you have to remember, straight hair, you're starting to get down to what we call fur, not hair. Well, not human hair, fur. Okay, that means that the scalp that produces that hair, it begins to become, I won't say unnatural, but I will say it begins to have what we call a sulfur. It starts gaining a sulfur scent, and that is because of the scalp not having, it's starting to produce fur. Okay, so once water hits it, it releases a gas that smells like sulfur. And when you get to curlier textures and darker skin, melanated people, you don't have that unbiodegradable scent, because in white skin, when it loses its certain pigments, it starts to lose and have a decomposition in pigment, and those pigments seem to, for some reason, when water, H2O, hits it, it interacts with it with a very sulfuric scent. And so that is what she's smelling. Now,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
and that is a different biological interaction with environment. That scent, mites and lice like to eat on that scent. That's why most insects are not attracted to higher curl counts. They don't, because you begin to even have a different composition that creates a different shape, a different color, a different thickness, and also a different odor, because the composition starts creating this real sulfuric acid, egg, rotten kind of smell, because the water releases a gas that it doesn't release with curlier textures. And it's a fact. It becomes start being a little animal-like. So then straight hair becomes almost like fur, and then they start attracting certain pathogens, parasites, bacteria that curly hair makes.
All right. Okay. So,
So
I'm sorry. When you say, so stop saying white people.
But even African, and even Madras Indians, and even darker skin, even Asians still don't have that European problem. It's really it's biology.
Okay. All right. Great explanation. I'm sorry, y'all, but like I said, I'm from the hood, and when we were getting bussed, when we were getting busted, what's that? They used to warn us
Next.
Watch out, because they smell like dogs. So there is a scientific explanation for that, and everybody, that is very interesting. But for me,
well, does their hair look and mimic rabbit or dog hair? It's the scalp. It is their biology composition.
Okay,
and that's why they're not talking about birds. They're talking about dogs. They're talking about fur, skin, scalp that is starting to produce fur. And
only in America. Age old mystery song. I tell you, I'm sorry. I know. Like I said, I love some of my best friends, for real, they white people. But when the lady said it herself, I said, well, I remember being told that before we got busted. I gotta watch out because the white people smell like dogs. So I'm like, stop saying that. But now she said it herself, and I'm not saying all. We're not saying all, but that is very funny.
And let me just say this: there could be, in terms of their chemistry, that what you're smelling when they wet, there is a gas. It's the same principle as when you heat formaldehyde.
Okay.
You get a gas release.
That's just the natural. She's using the word bio. Okay. So here's a good one about something that stinks. Okay. Here is another riddle. Let's get you ready, guys. Here you go, Miss Foster. If you answer this one, I'm gonna click off the live. All right. What stinks when living and smells good when it's dead? Come on, y'all.
Steak.
April Fools is where we're at that today on the 102nd episode. Here we go again, guys. What stinks when living and smells good when it's dead? And so we got cow, we got steak. All right. All right, who got one more? Again, the riddle is what stinks when living but smells good when it's dead? And so everybody like, she right, steaks. All right, okay, well, chicken. All right, okay, I didn't know chicken stinks. Okay, okay, chicken. All right, so you guys are close. The answer is bacon. Bacon. It's sure like, I mean, we round it. I do mean about it. So Cheryl just told y'all how to do the bacon dance. Can you take a moment out to show them how to thumbs up the channel? Because our virtual co-host just gave me a sign that says it's time for everybody to hit that thumbs up button. So Cheryl, show them how to do it with their stinky bacon. Show them how to do it. Watch this. There it is. Just that simple. Oops.
Pump me on. Pump me on.
All right. So our virtual co-host says it's time for you guys to go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. We are down to the last one. We got one more, and we talked about burning, and I think you guys are going to remember this one. So we got something that the bio is what's going to cause the hair, the body, or the scalp, or whatever, to have a little bit too much odor. So let's talk about what about too much heat. Here we go, guys. Too much heat.
To right there, and bring out like the middle of your finger, and then like do it like this, and then like wrap it around. I think that this is what makes the curls look pretty, and then like wrap it up, and then count 20. Count 20 or longer, actually. Oh my god. Kidding me.
I remember that one before social media was popular. So burning hair, okay, that does cause the hair to smell. And so I was with you, Sandra. You beat me to the punch. Now I remember when curling hair was the thing. It still is, and there are people who believe that when you curl the hair, you should kind of hold it. So can you just kind of debunk that right quick about curling the hair, whether you use hairspray or not, or some type of, I don't know, heat protectant, holding the heat onto the hair? What's up with that one? Because she said you gotta wrap it, count to 20. That's what she said, count to 20.
The problem is that no one told her that. She made that up.
She made the count to 20 up.
She made the count to 20 up. It don't say nowhere on the box, twirl it and hold it for 20 seconds. No one told her that. So this is what happens that we were talking about this morning. This is going to be interesting in this terms of deregulation and turning and making that people can just do anything because they're an influencer and they made a video. Because there's nothing on a curling iron box that says hold for 20 seconds. Nowhere.
Nowhere. All right, guys. So just curl your hair and just take the wand out and you should be fine. All right. 1,000, 2, 1,000. All right. Okay. We saved the best video for last. This was the video that kind of boosted my appearance on social media. I have my 2 cents to say about this one, and I still don't buy the joke. But here it is. We're down to the wire. The top 5 videos, hair jokes. All right. It's all about April Fool's Day. So here's the best for last.
Hey y'all. For those of y'all that know my hair has been like this for about a month now. It's not by choice. No, it's not by choice. When I do my hair, I like to, finish it off with the little Got to Be glue spray. Just to keep it in place. Well, I didn't have any more Got to Be glue spray, so I used this. Gorilla Glue spray. Bad idea.
I'm like ninja. Now, it's just my personal, I don't care what y'all say. I do not buy that whole Gorilla Glue thing. I'm just saying. But because her hair, she said her hair had been looking like that for weeks. When you sleep on hair, I don't know, but they said the Gorilla Glue was real. But I never bought the Gorilla Glue. I think that was hair glue, like bonding glue. But anywho, Cheryl, what you say about Gorilla Glue? Did you believe that?
Well, my whole thing is, I put it this way. I do believe it for one reason.
Okay.
Come on now. For one reason, right? And that's because, right? When people use glue, adhesive. They will get desperate enough to use real glue. She thought Gorilla Glue was just a brand. Now you have to remember, these are not the sharpest knives in the drawer. So I don't think she was far off. But I couldn't get past the eyelashes, y'all. I mean, come on now. I couldn't focus on shit she was saying. Them damn eyelashes look like spears. They look like chicken.
She that caused such a national stir that she made like all of the news, and then they had a doctor volunteer to remove do a little a heavily sedated surgical procedure to remove this glue from her hair. But I said, well, I think that she got with the bonding glue and just went a little ham, because the way the hair was molded, because you can't I don't know, you just can't style because glue is stiff. And so she had her edges.
It's not stiff when it's wet.
I know, but I'm saying that hairstyle, it was just too fresh to have been like that for some days. So, and I know what people will do with hair glue. So that was my take on it. People will use hair glue, as they say, do something strange for some change. But my last name is right. And so when you write, sometimes you know what, you are wrong. So this has been an absolutely fun podcast. We thank you guys so much for having a wonderful April Fool's Day as we make light of some of the funniest videos made in the name of hair. We're going to be back here on Thursday. We talked a lot about water. So Cheryl and I, we're going to do some hard delving into the effects of water on hair, skin, and nails. Because when I was doing research, just to find some videos to make this one really fun, I saw so much coming up about water. And really? So, yes, there's a lot of videos on how to use water on hair. Then you have makeup artists are definitely anti-water on skin. You know, people like washing their face with oil, no water. Then you have your waterless manicures. These things are very popular now. So we need to talk a little bit more about water. And then we'll swing back around on Monday and we'll talk about the elements in the hair, because it's April showers bring May flowers. And people always want to know know what to do to their hair. It's raining outside. It's a lot of sun, the wind. You know, people live in areas where there's a lot of sand. So people want to know about the weather when they come to the hair salon. It's raining outside. What do I do with my hair? So these are real lived situations that people want to know. And that is what this podcast is all about. This whole platform right now, the Afro Hair Science YouTube channel, is really to debunk and demystify a lot of stuff that's kind of made to look a little bit more or less than what it is. And water is one of those topics to me that's the biggest, like it confuses people a lot. Especially in this wash and go world, you know. So Live Work Clean says she can't wait for that one. So come on back here on Thursday as we talk about the effects of water on hair, skin, and nails. And then we'll be back on Monday and we'll talk about weather, how hair responds to the climate, and what can we do about these hairstyles when we're exercising and all this stuff. And we're trying to make that hair. By the way, and I'm going to tell y'all right now, please, whatever you guys do not go and grab the Gorilla Glue, all right? Because Cheryl said it's not glue. It is actually an adhesive. So you be careful.
No, the glue that they use for the wafts is adhesive and they can peel it off.
Oh, okay. I stand corrected. Okay.
Gorilla Glue is paste. So it doesn't go on dry. It goes on wet.
Oh, okay. So Gorilla Glue is paste. All right. And then one last riddle before we rock it up out of here. How does the man in the moon cut his hair? All right. Come on, Miss Foster, if you're still in the chat. How does the man in the moon, you always see that man in the moon, right? How does he cut his hair? I like when I look in the moon, I was be like, in the clock strikes, hey, have past midnight. How does that man in the moon cut his hair, Cheryl?
With cheese. Shit, I don't know.
With cheese, all right, okay. All right, okay. How does the man in the moon cut his hair? Oh, Miss Foster is like, All right, guys, we're gonna just close out on this one. Eclipse it. It's going down Monday. That's right, the lunar eclipse. I had to do it. This is the dumbest ish that people say about black hair. So we had to bring it in full circle. That's why Cheryl loves me being her coach.
That is like,
come on now, y'all like that. Come on, don't hate, congratulate. You know what I'm saying? How does the man in the moon cuts his hair? He eclipses. So be ready. Get your glasses. If you live in Cleveland and you are a customer at the Reverend Design Team Hair Salon, stop by. We are giving them away for free, the glasses, so that you can watch the lunar eclipse. The next one will be, I think they said, in about 40 to 45 years. So schools are closed. So get ready to watch the lunar eclipse. And so Cheryl, thank you so much. Any closing thoughts on just having fun and being silly with your hair?
Keep the hair jokes to a minimum. You know, well, it's almost over. So
yeah, hurt people.
I think we made it.
All right.
It's fun.
Yeah, have fun, and don't be mean to people out here. All right. Okay, guys, we'll see you back on Thursday at 10 o'clock as we discuss the effects of water on hair, skin, and nails. Bring y'all spray bottles and y'all little concoctions because we got you guys.
You got our song. You gonna leave us out with our song?
Here we go. Here it is.
Yeah.
Sure, you ready for the chit chat tonight?
I'm ready.
Bam. He or she said, cancel this damn show. They hate it. What? Hold on. Wait a minute.
Make black hair great again.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Now,
We're coming, get our check.
Cheryl Morrow, the one, the only, the hair oracle.
That was Red Dot, and then we also had a cosmetology school instructor in the chat, Miss Denise West, Michelle Allen, Miss Foster. Dang, I missed your birthday. It's always nice to see Miss Foster in the chat. Michelle Allen, you know how much we love you too.
What?
Papa me up.
About a whole lot of peace. Cheryl, you order that in a bag of chips.